Hello and welcome to Technology and Dramatic Play and EdTech Playground. My name is Mia Pomalis and I'm a VARTech Classroom Technology Coach in Hamilton, Ohio. I've been a K-8 educator and administrator for 9+ years now, and this year my focus became technology integration in elementary schools. So, why am I passionate about dramatic play? Well, one concern many early childhood educators have when it comes to technology integration is that they'll be asked to replace physical hands-on play with computer screens. Rather than building sandwiches using felt lettuce and plastic turkey, there are websites to simulate making a sandwich. Rather than dressing up in costumes and pretending to be an astronaut or a nurse, there are online games to dress up avatars. But technology isn't just sitting in front of a computer screen all day and finding digital alternatives to replace physical play activities. It's using technology to enhance those activities. Digital tools can be integrated into physical hands-on play to provide new experiences, build both academic and technology skills, and expand the students' imaginations to the world beyond the classroom. Today, we're going to take a look inside our digital dramatic play toy box and pull out ideas, strategies, and tools that can help us answer 3 important questions. What is the difference between technology replacement and technology enhancement in dramatic play settings? How can we use audio and video recording to promote speaking, listening, and collaboration skills during dramatic play scenarios? Finally, how can we use audio and visual media, including augmented reality, to facilitate exploration beyond the classroom and create multisensory experiences during play? Of course, what good is a session on play without getting the chance to play? After each idea is introduced, you'll have a chance to visit the playground and try these ideas out for yourself. Let's get started. First up in our digital dramatic play toy box is Flipgrid, a video recording, editing, and sharing platform for all ages. With Flipgrid, we can use audio and video recording to promote speaking, listening, and collaboration skills during play scenarios, like a news station. Let students become the news anchors. Use costumes like suit jackets, props like microphones, and set scenes with your dramatic play sets. Has a mysterious princess come to town? Is there a cat stuck in a tree? Did the teacher get a questionable new haircut? Let your students tell you all about it, for better or worse. Use the news frame to really make your broadcast pop. Then share it with parents. So, how's it done? Just about any device with a camera and connection to the internet can be used to record. Keep a tablet or laptop handy in your dramatic play center, or let students use individual devices. When setting up Flipgrid for your dramatic play center, you can decide how your students' videos are organized using groups, a collection of topics, and topics, the prompt that students post video responses to. If you already use Flipgrid, you might add one ongoing topic to your main class group where students can post all their dramatic play videos. You can also create a group dedicated to dramatic play with several themed topics that students can post different kinds of videos to. Flipgrid makes logging in easy. Students can join the group and add videos to the topics using Google accounts, individual usernames, or using one class username. Flipgrid can also generate QR codes to ensure that they go to the right group or topic. Post it in your dramatic play center for easy access. This is a perfect way to promote collaboration and play. Students can work together in pairs to record for each other, like a cameraman to the news anchor, or work in groups to put on whole productions, because this isn't limited to news reporting. Students can become TV stars by acting out television shows, up-and-coming business owners by recording a pretend commercial, famous chefs by recording a cooking show, and more. If they can pretend it, they can record it, making students not just dreamers, but creators.
Now it's your turn. Let's head to the playground, an interactive slide set where you'll find links and resources to try things out for yourself. You can access the playground by scanning the QR code or entering the link onto your browser. Once you're there, select the microphone to access the Flipgrid slide. There are 2 paths to this part of the playground: the student experience of recording and posting videos, and the teacher experience of setting up Flipgrid for dramatic play. I'm going to run through both here on my screen, but you can choose which path to take on your own. Just click the images to read about the steps and features.
It's time to move on to our second strategy. If you haven't finished your video, want to play around a little more, or want to try it later, you'll be able to access the Flipgrid group in the playground and session handout. Next up in our digital dramatic play toy box, virtual travel. With a series of digital tools like Genially, YouTube, and ThingLink, we can use audio and video media to facilitate exploration beyond the classroom and create multisensory experiences during play. Have a budding pilot in the classroom? Give them a chance to take their classmates on an adventure in the sky. First, set the scene by using physical props with a digital setup. Print out some pretend boarding passes and have students line their chairs up in rows as if they were sitting on an airplane. Let students' flight attendants show everyone how to put on their seatbelts and let the pilot make an announcement to the passengers before taking off. Use a classroom screen or projector to set the scene by displaying a virtual trip slide deck in Genially that includes videos of airplanes taking off and landing. Every plane has to land somewhere. You can create virtual environments that students can travel to and explore using ThingLink's extensive library of 360-degree images and media tag features. 360-degree videos on YouTube, Google Earth, or Google Maps Street View. Project these environments onto a screen or embed them into a Genially presentation, or let students open and interact with them on an individual device. This plane headed to San Francisco, and the whole crew was so hungry they landed right outside a restaurant. Just like you can use physical props in a virtual setting, you can use digital props in a physical setting. Genially makes it easy to make and customize digital props with imagery and functionality similar to what they might use or see in the real world, like a veterinarian office or hospital screen that walks students through pretend checkups for animals or people, or if a hungry flight crew lands outside a jazzy restaurant by the pier, a restaurant menu that allows students to take orders and practice math skills by calculating totals. How might students access these props? Easy. Since Genially is cloud-based, each prop has a link that can be used to create a QR code poster for your play center or post it in Google Classroom.
Now it's your turn for adventure. Head back over to the playground and select the airplane button. In this part of the playground, you can explore a few virtual travel resources to get a feel for how you might be able to use them in your classroom. Click on the images to view each one, and click on the blocks to learn more about them, or follow along with me here on the screen.
time to move on to our third and final strategy in our digital dramatic play toy box. As its nature is to combine digital elements with the physical world, augmented reality is a perfect tech integration for dramatic play environments. Through apps like Animal AR 3D Safari or AR Real Animals, we can use this winning combination to reinforce reading skills and create multisensory experiences during play. When I taught kindergarten, my classroom theme was jungle, and my dramatic play center pulled out all the stops so my students could transform themselves into explorers and go on adventures. Official safari vests and hats? Check. Binoculars? Check. Cardboard safari jeep? Check. Roughly 479 stuffed animals of varying sizes? Double check. My students looked the part, and the scene was mostly set. The one thing I didn't have yet? Augmented reality. Animal AR 3D Safari is an iPad app that interacts with a set of printable animal-themed flashcards. Finish setting the scene by printing out the free cards and matching them to some of your own 479 stuffed animals. No stuffed animals in your classroom? No problem. You can also match these cards with posters or pictures of animals. Place the animals around the room, and now the scene is really set. Only thing left to do is download the app to your class tablets and let the safari begin. When students open the app's camera and point it at the flashcards, animated 3D models of those animals appear. A voice reads the animal name out loud, and the animal's sound plays for a multisensory experience. Want to go on a deep-sea dive, visit a farm to feed a chicken, spy a fox in the woods or a butterfly in the garden? There are cards for that too. Android users, check out AR Real Animals, which allows you to choose from a selection of animals and place them directly into the environment. Students can walk around the animals to view them from different angles, move the animals using controls, and take photos of the animals as if they're really there.
Now it's your turn to explore the great AR unknown. Let's head back to the playground. Select the Safari button and click the blocks for instructions, or follow along with me here on the screen.
Goat. Rabbit. Rabbit. Octopus. Rabbit. Cow. Fish. Dinosaur.
As Fred Rogers once famously said, play is often talked about as if it were a relief from serious learning, but for children, play is serious learning. By using technology to enhance play, not replace it, we can make that serious learning even more impactful, from creativity to collaboration to academic skills. You can find more information, ideas, and resources for doing just that in the session handout linked in the Playground's home screen. Also linked in the Playground are these session slides and a brief survey. I'd love to get your feedback. If you have any questions or want to chat, I'll be here for the rest of the session and in the meeting hub from 12:30 to 1 and 3 o'clock to 4. You can also email me at epamalis@vartech.com or catch me on Twitter at miapamalis. If you try any of the ideas from this session, I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for spending this time with me and have an awesome rest of OETC 22.